What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, we have a request here, very highly requested. We're going to be getting in some more Pearl Jam here. This is Pearl Jam performing the song Black from MTV's Unplugged live in New York. This has been requested very heavily. A lot of people requested it. The names I caught for sure: Heath Kime, hope I pronounced that right, Heath Kime, Leslie Woodley, Kim Talley, Jason Cart, Thistlestock, yes, and Your Average Joe 42. These are the names that I remember. Now, folks, if you did request this, please let me know so I can give credit where credit's due. Please do. But those are the names I found. So, Pearl Jam, Black, highly requested, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. To be perfectly honest with you, I was never really a fan of the Unplugged series from MTV. I did watch MTV, I did watch Kiss. They did an Unplugged show on Halloween. It was cool. It was well done. It's just, I personally don't think Kiss songs were meant to be acoustic. I mean, that's just me. I'm listening to these songs that, I grew up to listening to as hard rockers, and now they're being done acoustics. It just didn't sound the same. I wasn't a fan. But it did have some good moments, like when Ace Frehley and Peter Criss came out and reunited with the guys. That was cool, and they played some songs together. That was cool, gotta admit. But anyway, we're going to be doing this. It is from MTV Unplugged. It is Pearl Jam. It is Black. It is ready to go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Black, Pearl Jam. It's got lyrics in it that might help me out quite a bit. Let's do this. Pause. Okay. Where to start here? It is MTV Unplugged, always known for having much more subdued, intimate performances. This strikes me as a song. I brought up Kiss earlier. This strikes me as a song that's actually supposed to be a little more intense, I guess. I mean, I could be wrong about this. Like I said, I've never heard this song before. I don't know what the studio recording of this song sounds like. So, but this song strikes me as a song that should have a little more energy and a little more intensity to it. And they're being more subdued, which I don't know what's giving me that vibe. I don't know if it's the faces on the guitar players or what. I don't know. Something just strikes me as this song is being forcibly subdued for the purpose of being on MTV Unplugged. I could be wrong. I very well am wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if I'm right about that or if I'm wrong. You know, I'm not sure. Vocally, he's nailing it. It sounds really good. He's showing great range and great pitch control. It does sound a little thin. Now, that could be because he's having to hold back because of the intimate setting, but his vocals do sound a little compressed. Like they sound thin. They sound subdued. Like he's holding back. And like I said, it's more than likely because of the setting. So, but I mean, it sounds great so far. Let's keep going.
I'll take a walk outside.
See?
I'm surrounded by.
Oh, there we go.
Some kids at play.
Now he's letting loose.
Can feel their laughter. Oh, why do I see and twisting the thoughts that spin round my head? I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can drop away. And now my bitter hands fade old broken glass of what was everything. Oh, the picture sad, all been washed in black, tattooed everything. Oh, the love gone bad, turned my world to black, tattooed all I see, all that I am, all I'll
Okay, really quick pause there. Let me bring that back. So they had, I believe it was at this part, they have the guitar player playing a lead line, and then they also have, I believe, the bass player and the other guitar player singing in a falsetto, or at least vocalizing in a falsetto, the exact same line. Very dangerous if you're not going to do it right. If your pitch is off, it's going to stick out. You're going to stick out. Vocally, you're going to stick out because you got this instrument that is tuned perfectly and it's playing every single note in pitch perfectly because that's the way the instrument is designed to do. Frets on a guitar board or on a bass fretboard as well, they're spaced specifically apart for a reason like that. You could press your finger anywhere within the fret, and you're going to get the exact same tone. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Vocally, you don't have that option. You don't have that choice. That's why I've always said vocalists have the hardest job in the world when it comes to being a musician. To be a good vocalist, your pitch has to be spot on. Spot on. Now, I want to listen to this again. I'm not sure if they were out of pitch or not. I'm going to listen again. I'm going to give it 10 seconds. Let's see if they're in pitch. Okay, there's 10 seconds.
all that I am, all I'll be.
A little flat. Okay. Yeah, right there. Okay, here's the thing. They would go up. Do-do-do. They were on pitch, but then they came down. Do-do-do-do. That note right there. They came down. It was flat. And then they would go back up and then come back down. It was flat again. So, and that's very hard to do. Coming down, whenever you're going up, it's easy to overshoot and go sharp. Whenever you're coming down, it's real easy to overshoot and go flat. So, are they trained vocalists? I very seriously doubt it. Are they doing the best they can? I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're doing the best that they possibly can. Having said that, they are a little flat, and it is noticeable. So, but it's not terrible. Trust me, I've heard far worse come out of my mouth. Trust me, I'm just saying, you know, from an ear standpoint, I can tell they're a little flat. But, you know, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. They're doing what they can. Like I said, they're not trained vocalists. They're doing the best they can. So good job to them. Kudos for the effort. Kudos for trying. And they nailed like 90% of it or 80% of it. Let's be honest. 80% they nailed. So that was good. It was good. Let's keep going. Flat. The more I hear them do that line, the more I'm starting to wonder if them going flat is intentional. Hear me out. Hear me out here. It seems like every time they're going flat when they come down. And it seems almost, I could be wrong, but it sounds to me like they're going flat the exact same amount every time. So are they going flat on purpose? Is that what they're really aiming for? If they are, that's genius, because nobody ever intentionally wants to go flat, but they're doing it so precisely. Like every time they're going flat, but they're going flat the exact same amount. It's consistent. It's consistent. It's consistently flat in those particular spots, and it's always by about, I'd say about 10 cents, 10 to 15 cents each time. So are they intentionally doing this? I mean, is it, this is what will solve it. For those of you that are Pearl Jam fans, let me know in the comments, does it sound like that on the recording? Do they intentionally and consistently go flat on the recording? That'll tell me everything. If they do, brilliant. Brilliant. Because it's not so flat that it's unpleasant. It's just flat enough to catch your attention. It doesn't sound bad. It's like, oh, it's an attention getter. It's an attention getter. It's like getting your butt pinched. You know, like your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whatever, they pinch your butt in a playful way. It doesn't really hurt, but it gets your attention. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about.
That's the truth.
Right? You can relate to that one. Okay. I mean, if that is the case, kudos to them. Let's keep going. Yeah. Reminds me of Jim Morrison. That ending. I got vibes of Jim Morrison right there at the end. Well, there you go, folks. That was Pearl Jam with Black, live from MTV Unplugged in New York. Thoughts? Okay, doing an acoustic show, it's really hard to bring energy in an acoustic show. It is. I know. I've played acoustic shows. I've been in bands where we take our rocker tunes and we play them in an acoustic setting, and you do your best. You do your best to bring the energy, but it's hard. It's hard when you're playing acoustic instruments. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, especially when you're sitting on a stool, not being able to run around a stage, and project energy like that. You're really going to rely completely on the musicality. Having said that, these guys did a fantastic job of bringing that musicality. The vocals were really well done. The instrumentation, the guitar playing was smooth. The bass player and drummer, again, on lock. They better be. I expect that from Pearl Jam now. I'm going to expect it. Guitar playing was very tastefully done. The dynamics were there. I can't even say this is a gripe because this might be intentional. The singing out of key on the do-do-do-do-do-do-doos, on those things. If it didn't sound the exact same every single time, I'd be suspect to, they're just not singing cleanly. But it sounded the exact same every single time, which leads me to believe that might have been done on purpose. And if that is the case, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Because like I said, it wasn't so flat that it was unpleasant. It wasn't so flat that it stuck out like a sore thumb. It was just flat enough to get your attention. I guarantee you, out of that whole song, the part I'm going to remember the most are those do-do-do-do-do-do-doos. I'm going to remember those the most. Don't ask me why. Because I'm telling you why. I'm telling you exactly why. Because they stood out. Everything else with the song blended together perfectly. Like a perfect cocktail or a perfect casserole. Take your pick. But it just blended so seamlessly and smoothly. Everybody just blended well together. It was, I never thought I would say this. It was actually kind of nice having them sing Attitude in that little bit. It was a welcome distraction. It was a welcome statement. It was a welcome bullet point of attention. Like, hey, here I am. Pay attention to this. And I did. On a scale of 1 to 10. Taking everything into account here, I'm going to give this a 7.8. 7.8. Let me tell you why. 7.8 because of the fact that this was an acoustic show. The energy wasn't going to be able to be brought, so I wasn't thoroughly entertained. I mean, look, they did a great job, okay? They did a really good job. They did everything they needed to do. They did everything they possibly could do in an acoustic setting. That being said, the song, from what I heard, it could be a songwriting thing. I don't know. It strikes me as a song that has more energy in studio. Now, I haven't heard the studio version. I'm going to have to go listen to the studio version and compare it to this. The song strikes me from a songwriting standpoint. The song strikes me as a song that should be more energetic. Now, I could be wrong. This could be an acoustic song on the album, too. Not my cup of tea. It's just not. It's a little too subdued for me. I like something a little more energetic or something a little more flow to it. I can't knock their performance. I can't knock the songwriting. It's a great song, well written. It just didn't grab me. It just didn't. It didn't grab me. It showed everything that everybody said I should watch it for. It showcased Eddie's vocals. Check. It showed off their ability to transition from soft to loud. Check. It showed me their ability to perform in a small, intimate setting. Check. It did everything that everybody that requested this said I should watch for. It did all of those things. It just isn't for me. This just wasn't my thing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to put you guys down. I'm not. Believe me, that is not my intention. Okay, I'm not trying to put anybody down here. Just for my personal taste, wasn't really my thing. But a great job overall. Eddie's vocals were on point. Everything was on point. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So, 7.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more content like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. That silly button down there. Yeah, that stupid button. It says the wrong thing. It should say join the fan base. Anyway. Yeah, go ahead and click that button if you want to join the fan base. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't want to join the fan base, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you guys did enjoy the video, please hit that thumbs up button. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you do join the fan base, you will find a bell. Go ahead and click on that bell if you want to keep up to date on everything released on this channel. So if you want to stay in the know, click on that button and you will stay in the know. Pretty simple. That's all for today, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.